Hello, hello. Hey, Facebook Live. Hey, honey, it's Val. What you doing? What you doing, puppy? It is Val, and it is Saturday. I am your cosmic priestess, medicine woman, artist in residence, belief shifter. Oh, my dog wants me to play with him. Come here, let everybody see you. Cosmic guide, friend of your wild woo ways. This is King Boss. Hey, Bubby. This is King Boss, and we have been lolling around here this morning and doing some client stuff and doing some personal stuff. And let me share this around so I can get some crew on here. Say hello as you come in on. What's up? What's up, puppy? What's up? And I was guided to come on today. I have a brief message, and then I felt like I'm supposed to connect with somebody. So every time I say that, magical things happen, and I am in service. I'm a channel here to be in my purpose, and messages come through me, healing comes through me when I allow myself to be present, and I'm here with you today. So let me share this so we get some people. Hey, hey! What are you doing? You are going crazy. Come here. Come here. I'm just sharing this around, and then tell me hello. Tell me what's going on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh wait, we'll do watch party. That's how we're gonna do this. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey Lauren, how are you? How's your Saturday going? Are you feeling the cosmic energy? I set some powerful intentions last night, and I have had some stuff coming up for release today. Oh my Lord. It's gonna be good on the other side. Fuck yeah. You feel me? Who's feeling it? All right, let me share this into all the places. Valtopia, my free group. You should be there. And I wanted to share onto my page too. Let's see. And I know there's some message coming through today because I was like, I gotta come on. I want to connect with you guys. You're always feeling it. I know. Hi, Joanne. How are you? We always feel the cosmos. Ebbs and flows, right? Ebbs and flows. And when we know that it's good for our release, we know we're either having a lesson or a good memory, right? Wood, say hello to everybody. Say hello. Say hello. He's getting antsy. Maybe he needs to go out. I keep taking him outside, and then he wants to go out on the patio instead. No, I'm trying. Don't hurt me. No. No biting. No biting. All right, there we go. To my page. And then... All right, just typing up. He's trying to bite my fingers when I'm typing. No, puppy. No. No. All right, sharing to my page. And here we go. What do you think of this music? It said royalty free. I hope it is. I don't want to get my live stream canceled because it's not. We can't have you biting. No. We don't bite the mommy. We don't bite the mommy. We don't bite the mommy. No, we don't. I'm so in love with this little puppy. But not when he bites me. Here, eat this instead. Eat that. Who's here? Say hello. Hi, everybody. So, hey, Nicole. What's up, my love? Oh, now he's getting into it. Now he's getting into it. So, here's what's going on. Last night I wrote in my intentions, and I bet you've been doing the same with your self-awareness, writing in things, powerful things, and then you'll wake up and you'll feel all this stuff that needs to come up. And that's what happened with me today. And so I was able to leave the puppy today and go to the gym and work out and just like deeply embedded core stuff. And it's really powerful because I'm reading some different books and always learning new things. And I'm really studying the process of releasing those deep core beliefs, because I've had the experience of clearing so many powerful beliefs and energy for so many people, and then finding myself returning sometimes to the same loop and the same story. And even though you return to the same story and the same loop, you are changed. And I think that when we're in the thick of it, we think that we're not changing and we focus on the old story, but it's really powerful practice to have support from yourself and others that remind you who the fuck you are. You feel me on that? Do you have people around you in your life that bring you back into presence when you're having one of these days where you're like, oh, like what's going on here? Oh my God, puppy is getting into it. He's fierce. Lauren says, I've come to the realization that I guard my freedom, and that is what is keeping me at the edge of my next level. Ooh, that's a good one, Lauren. You guard your freedom. I feel you on that. And I think that's a common trait for artists and creative visionaries, because yeah, that's a loop. You're right. So Lauren, what are you going to do to release yourself from the idea that you're not free? And freedom and safety are two of my biggest gotta haves in my life. And anything that like kind of encroaches on that or is pending on encroaching that can mess with my vibe too. I get you on that. So, and that's a really good belief and awareness to have, because if you're, if you're capping stuff because you think it's gonna, get to you, then it will. Joanne says, I deal with it myself. How's that working out for you? Because I dealt with my shit by myself for years, and I didn't make it past a certain level. I just didn't. I just was in the same stuff. And there's so much stuff I've worked through with so many different groups and mentors and friends and connections. And I'm not the same person I was because I let myself expand beyond my edges. And Lauren, I really identify with that, like the freedom thing. Because when we're opening ourselves up to like running our own business and taking clients, and let's say we do have kids or we have parents we're taking care of or whatever, and we think that it's gonna scrunch us or it's gonna impinge on we may consciously say, no, it's fine, I'm going to, do this. But then we're energetically totally cock blocking ourselves, right, Lauren? So yeah, it is hard to deal with it by yourself, because we don't see ourselves, especially in the moments when we go dark, meaning maybe we're down in the ebb instead of the flow, which is part of the experience, right? It's really important to have in place some sort of support to keep you from going out of your flow too hardcore and creating a whole bunch of timelines that you really don't want to be living in, right? So I find when I'm in one of these points where I'm feeling disconnected because I'm really releasing some stuff, is to first be gentle with myself and to listen to really positive stuff in my ears. And that's why I've been working behind the scenes on some really powerful content to share with you guys with my voice. I know I've mentioned it before, and like self-hypnosis kind of recordings to help us. I mean, that time when you have released the beliefs, or you're in the process of releasing and you're coming up into another level of rewiring your beliefs and deciding that you'd like to choose something different, that's the part that gets really hard for some of us. Like, we'll do all the hard work, we'll do the fitness, we'll release the relationships, we'll ask for what we want, and then the part where we need to feel into and expand into the belief and energy of what we're creating, it seems elusive. And that's where we need to really listen to things in our ears, choose who we're around, choose our thoughts, choose our beliefs, and focus on what is expanding and release what isn't. Lauren says, I guess I fear the lost opportunity if I commit to long-term contracts. Ooh, well, you need to work through that. Hi, Elizabeth, thank you. Lauren, that's that whole sentence right there is a really great journaling exercise. Ooh, someone's getting a message. My ear is going, boo. There's no FOMO, right? Yeah, there's no FOMO. Yeah, well then maybe you want a different opportunity and don't want to do something long term. Like that's like mixed signals. That's totally, if we have mixed signals, which I've been the queen of the mixed signal here and there, and of course I have moments of brilliance where I send it loud and strong and get everything amazing, like big lump sums of money, and then mixed signal will get us in the hedgehog loop because we're sending mixed signals, right? So when you're sitting here right now, if you put your hand on your heart, do you would you really rather just have a short-term contract right now? Hi, Sophia. And for me, I've never done up until now a program longer than 6 months, and that's been fine with me because I've evolved quickly, and so have my clients. And when they want to come back, they do, and it allows me to feel that sense of freedom. But I was just thinking yesterday, I'm ready to do longer experience now that I've been in the business for several years and I've had longer term contracts, one-to-one. I would love it, but I do love the short stuff too, because there's an energy of immediacy and immersion that happens with shorter term experiences for personal growth that allow us to really say, okay, well, I only have this amount of time and I can see the finish line, and so I'm going to give it everything, and every day there's these massive growth. And then there's also a beauty to having a longer container where you evolve more slowly and let yourself integrate more during the experience. I love both. I love both. So you got to ask yourself what it is you truly want. The universe wants to give me Brisbane despite me not really desiring it anymore. What's happening in Brisbane? So I titled this live stream Belief Shift to Clock. It only takes an instant over and over, because that is what it is. We get to shift in an instant, and then our inner core beliefs come up, subconscious beliefs that we formed when we were children and that are marked in our DNA, and pull us back from that true instant desire that we do make. And the work for us is to keep coming back up into that knowing and instant desire as much as possible, again and again and again, to keep deciding and being in a place of deciding and embodying that decision and believing in that decision and telling yourself the decision, and shaking out of your body, releasing from your body, doing energy work, whatever you can to release the core beliefs that you don't want to fucking believe anymore, that were formed when you were a little kid and you really didn't have a full set of tools, and your interpretation may be off, or maybe you was really traumatic and it really formed a decision for yourself, and it feels like that's so real, and then we keep allowing it to create over and over again, and we get to shift that. We get to shift it, and it can feel hard to believe that we get to when it's a deeply embedded belief. And those are the kind of beliefs that I work on with my clients. And I think that's why sometimes I've stayed in the loop longer than I think most people would. I think it's my shaping and meant to help me recognize, because I'll see it right away with my clients, that's the loop, and when you begin to recognize it for yourself, you'll have this sort of out-of-body experience when somebody comes at you with an old way that you finally decided you're not available for anymore, or an old belief from yourself that you're like, that's just not me. I'm not doing that. And that's taken that work of repeatedly fleshing out what isn't true anymore, looking at what isn't true, and deciding, well, what is true? What will I have? You will accept when the time comes. Yeah, I feel you. Hey, Sandy. This is good work. It will really morph your life. Belief switches the shiz. Yes, it is, Sandy. Yes, it is. Yeah, belief work is so deep, and there's new layers to uncover all the time. And that's part of being this experience. It's so funny because when we first start this work, we think, okay, I'm getting this clearing and I'm going to be all fixed. It's like, that's not what's going on here. We are coming daily into more deep-seated belief, peace, bliss, resonance, connection. And in between, we get to, with curiosity, hopefully, examine who we are and shift the stuff that isn't working for us. So my whole life experience is pretty especially right now, like I'm shifting so rapidly, so often, that I find myself coming up against these new shifts again and again, and I'm just like, whoa, fasten your seatbelts, let's go, let's go. So lately I've been really enjoying getting into deeper into my own money set point and raising my set point of what I think is possible for myself and for my clients too. And for my tribe, for those of you guys watching me. You know, I had somebody purchase today the Abundance Awakening, and I know it's a $22 product, and I know for this person it's like a really big deal to spend that $22 and believe in herself to invest in this product that's going to open up energetically, somatically release like trauma and old stories in her body, and she's going to be able to open up to new opportunities. And anything that calls you that way, that makes you open up to infinite possibilities and more creation, it's just going to be so shifting. Lauren says the other half is finding my soul tribe and the move to interdependence instead of just independence. There you go. Your energy is shifting like mad. I know, we've all been going through so much, right? So much shift. So let me make sure I'm not missing any comments here. Overcoming trauma is a process. Yeah, buckle up, baby. I love you, Sandy. Yeah, it is a process. Hi, Claire. How are you? So I did feel like coming on and doing a reading, a collective reading. And I really want you to know that if you're watching this and you feel like you've been on a loop pattern over and over again and you can't break free, maybe you are making the money that you desire, or that you, not the make, let's see. Maybe you are coming to a level that you feel good about, that was a big leap for you, and then you're staying set at it and you're not coming up over that. Or maybe you have so known for a long time you want to deliver a program or a message, and you've got it all sort of up here, but you need to open up something in your heart and your chest and ground the energy so that you can really speak your truth to your people. You really want more intimacy and connection to yourself and knowing of yourself and opening of your gifts, meaning like your claircognizance and your clairvoyance and your sensory, and maybe you want to have better boundaries. I want to work through this with you, and I have spots one-to-one, and I was offering just this week through tomorrow one session with me and 5 days of support for only $333. That's not something I offer all the time at all. I just really wanted to bring in some fresh energy and be in service. I have so many people circling around and asking, and then feeling like they're not ready to make the investment. I also have a lot of people that are. And for those of you that are coming up into your ability to invest in yourself and have these experiences shifted out of your body and field and stream and come into a deeper level of embodiment for yourself, like a better place in your life with support, I'm here for you, and I want you to private message me, and I want you to just reach out. Even if that $333 is too much, we have products for $22 and lower that would do a lot of the work to get you started so that you begin to clear some of those programs and switch off those flicks that are saying you're not worthy, you can't have it, it's never going to work out. All that stuff is just a program that's running that we get to clear, and then we get to activate what's truly you. As in, you won't automatically have this like knee-jerk reaction that's a subconscious thing that just blocks what you're trying. It's mixed signals when you block and you're asking. The glass ceiling limits on money are a buzzkill. Yeah, and Lauren's gone through toilet paper rolls in less than a week. Oh, goodness. Yikes. So, yes, reach out to me if you're watching this. I really enjoyed, I booked new clients on several of my live streams in the last few days, and I'm so grateful, and I'm looking forward to connecting with more of you. I don't have my kids tomorrow, so if you were to message me today, we could be having a session in the morning after I go to the beach. And I would love that. So look at this, share your story. And I shared my story on my live stream Friday, and then I was able to connect with a beautiful client the next day because her story was so similar to mine. And she saw herself in me, and I had been through the experience and come out in a different place, and that's the result she wanted. So if you haven't seen my story, you can watch a lot of my live streams that are on the YouTube. I really feel when you share your story, it's the answer to someone's prayer. Sophia says, I'm hoping I can get a message of guidance soon. I've been feeling so down, waiting for a message from my spiritual guides or angels. I'm always wondering if I need something for healing. Well, we're always evolving and coming into deeper resonance, Sophia. And when we feel disconnected, which I totally resonate, I felt that way this morning, that doesn't mean we are. And I always know when I feel dark or disconnected that there's going to be some really great shit on the other side of me releasing what's pissing me off or upsetting me. And I get to say, yay, yay. I was like, this is showing me what I don't want and what I am not available for. And even when, you know, you're in your, especially if you're in your current circumstances and you're looking around and you're like, this is not going to work for me. I know that. I don't need more information that this isn't working. Then that's your invitation to ask for more support, divine support, for better solutions, for easier solutions, for inspiration from within. And if you're not feeling inspired and having solutions coming from within, move your body, clear the energy, sing, tone, journal, shift the energy, and get back into a space of momentum where you're moving in the direction of your positive energy and not going down into the spiral of your negative energy. Hey, Shafina, right? So I'm sort of doing a little random card pull for the collective. I've been getting this card a lot this weekend, and this is about grounding. Fairies is about tuning into the elemental energy that's in the earth, all the sprites and creationary energy that's in the earth, that we're all connected on every level. And when we really tune into the animals and the fairies and the soil and Mother Earth and our own heart and everything, we are much more aware and in tune, and we're never, ever, ever alone. That's what gets us into troubles, when we think it's all on our shoulders and we don't have the answer right now. So we must be fucked. So let me just die right now. I mean, who's been feeling that energy in this cosmic weather? And it's like, come on now. It's just an invitation for you to let that idea go and examine it, and maybe to even cry and feel stuff that was buried so deep you didn't even know it was there, and to then like go, okay, thank you for letting that out of my system. I sure don't want that in there anymore. Now what can I move forward into? You feel so upset and angry when I woke up, and you're never like that. Yeah, I woke up real shitty this morning too, girl. I feel you. It's cosmic energy. We're on the other side of the new moon, and we're coming into the Lionsgate portal. We have solar flares hitting us. The Schumann frequency is higher, really high, which means that if you're not in resonance with that high vibration, you will get purged of everything that's pissing you off and unhappy. So instead of like, which I know it's hard to do when you're in it, instead of being like, oh my God, I suck so bad and everything's gonna go apart. It's like, no, don't do that. Definitely have your people that you can sort of let that out to without it becoming a thing. Don't go to the people that then go, you're right, you suck, you might as well die. Or, yeah, we're all gonna die, or whatever, you know. You find the people that are like, okay, what is this showing to you? How can we, yes, it's the reset. Hey, Jan, it's the reboot. And the reboot is just so good. So let yourself integrate in this energy. And the fuck yeah wild card. Come back into your fuck yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got all sleepy, puppy. All right, what else do we have going on here? I just got a text from my ex, and it's just temporary. Everything is just temporary. Nothing is permanent, ever, ever. The only thing that's permanent is that we're all connected and we're never alone. And we get to choose where we are with each other in resonance. And it's a choice how we respond to ebbs and flows of life. And listen, I understand, I'm an artist, I'm a musician. We like to get into the feels and go into some of the drama and everything because it helps us create. But we definitely need to go with the flow and not focus on what we haven't gotten yet. Focus on what we do have and what we're grateful for and what is working and how awesome it's going to be and how connected we all are and how delicious we are and how fabulous we are. not to, you know, and also to express what is scary or what isn't working, and put it on your, you know, paper, and write it out, and look at, you know, I like to do a process where you look at what's coming up out of you, and then you real time shift it into what you desire to be. And it's amazing how powerfully you can and rapidly you can shift again and again and again and again. And if you don't have a method of tuning into yourself, finding out what's there, letting it out in a safe and easy and rapid way, and shifting into what you do again and again, knock, knock, I'm here for you. It took me a lot to learn the process myself, and I've been resistant to a lot of it. I think that's part of being a rebel artist, leader, person. We like to test the waters a lot because we have our own methods, and we want to make sure that it's working. But the more we can open up and relax and expand into our highest energies and let this information guide us in a positive way, the more that's what we're going to experience. Right? All right, let's see what else is coming through. And then I think my kids, ooh, look at the abundance card. My kids want to come home, and I haven't seen them in a few days, and they weren't supposed to come till 4:30, but I just got a message. Let's do another card here. Yes. You know, one of my favorite things to do, if, you know, when it is a funky day or whatever, is when I go driving around LA, I'll look at the license plates on the cars, and I always, like, especially if I ask for it, I'll always get, you know, the number sequence that I know for me that signifies, you know, I'm in connection, that I'm not alone, a sign and symbol. And, you know, the other part of this is that when you're clear in your signal and you've done the work to relax and trust and be in faith and call in what you desire, and it's a very clear signal, you will start to get signs and symbols of what you've been asking for. And that's when you need to pay attention and follow those signs and let yourself be in that guidance. So you've got to follow your intuition, right? And that's what's going to really be so powerful for your expansion and growth. All right, I got a question card for you guys, and then I'm going to go get my kiddos. Do you guys have any questions? Thanks for all the hearts and thumbs up and everything. I really appreciate it. Oh, I love it. Why am I a team player? We are not alone. Why am I a team player? Don't check out just because it feels bad for a day or two. And hopefully it doesn't last the whole day. If you're feeling shitty for like more than 2 days, are you moving your body? Are you getting a workout? Are you listening to some good music? Are you slapping your face and going, "No, bitch, it ain't going down like that. We're doing this." You know? Like, fight for your joy. Fight for your bliss. Don't just settle into what was familiar. Because I spent many years in darkness to myself. I was working in film, and I was working these long hours in the dark behind a computer screen just with earphones on. And then I'd just like 12 or 14-hour day and then just go home and just be alone. And I was in my like early 30s, and I had all this bullshit about like never having babies and not ever having marriage and not ever having a good boyfriend and all this crap, you know, because you're just so tired and your body hurts and you're just making your money, but you're in the cubicle and then you're just at home at night. I know that life. I lived it a long time. And I did get dark because I wasn't moving my body enough. And I was drinking like alcohol with these, you know, people in the business that like to drink a lot at lunch and stuff like that. And just making choices that didn't let me be in my highest clarity and resonance. And when you're in that place, you don't come up with the same results, you know? So, Jan says, "One, please." What do you mean? I always see triple numbers on license plates too. Yeah, that's when the angel numbers. Yeah, Joanne, it just like, that means you're in connection, and you know, that's like, that's your sign. So, hey, Sophia, I love you. I'm not doing any individual readings right now because I'm gonna, my ex texted me already like 10 minutes ago, so I'm gonna be with my kids now. So I'll be kid-free tomorrow. They're taking off for a couple days. And thank you for letting me connect with you today and coming in. And listen, this work is so good and so powerful, and you are so powerful, and you are clear, and you are connected, and you are full of love and compassion, and you are coming into your highest brilliance, even when you feel disconnected. And if you don't feel good and disconnected and you feel amazed balls, see where you can share from your saucer today, because I know in the collective energy there's some shit going down today. I feel it. So if you're feeling fabulous, see where you can serve, come and show up. So so much love to you guys. Let me pull one last card for everybody. That's going to be one of these Sacred Rebel cards. Open up to receiving. Thank you for the love, everybody. Talk to you next time. Own your frequency. Nobody like you.